Hi there, it's Miss Thompson with another read aloud for you. Today we're going to be reading Fiona Flamingo. The author is Rachel Eurichia Chu, and it's illustrated by Kate Jeffrey. On a beautiful sunny afternoon where life was simply the best, a little flamingo named Fiona hatched from her egg in a nest. So I'm going to tell you a secret. On every page, there are 2 rhyming words. So on this page, I'm going to show you where they are. Remember, rhyming words have the same ending sound. Best and nest. So I want you to see if you can find all the rhyming words on the other pages. Little Fiona grew up, making lots of friends. They played flamingo games from day's start to day's end. As the time passed, the birds all became stronger. They also got pinker, and their feathers grew longer. Flamingos are the pink birds. You've probably seen them if you've ever been to the zoo. Sometimes they stand on one foot. They turned pinker and pinker. With each feather they grew. They got bigger and bigger until some of them flew. Fiona remained featherless. So see that right there, less? That is a suffix that means without. So if we just put that with the root word feather, that means without feathers. So Fiona doesn't have any feathers like her friends. Fiona remained featherless until it happened one night. She woke up with feathers, but they were bright white. What? The other flamingos gasped and stared at her in shock. They couldn't believe what they were seeing and wildly began to squawk. Do you know what a squawk sounds like? Squawk! See if you can squawk. Her friends looked at the white feathers, not knowing what to think. You're not the right color. Flamingos are supposed to be pink. With everyone shouting, Fiona began to get scared. She looked at her feathers, and then she looked at theirs. I wonder how she's feeling right now. She's like, I'm different. I don't want to be different. You don't have to be so loud, and please don't make a scene. That's when Fiona started shaking, and her feathers turned to green. She's shaking, so I think she's feeling nervous. When her friends saw the change, they squawked louder and meaner. Fiona got more anxious, and her feathers grew greener. Her friends looked at the green feathers, not knowing what to think. Stop being so silly, Fiona. Flamingos are supposed to be pink. Oh no, said Fiona. This is worse than just bad. But her friends kept on squawking, and then Fiona just got mad. Can you make a prediction about what's going to happen next? Do you think she's going to change colors? What color do you think would match with mad? You're making me angry, she jumped and furiously said. That's when Fiona started yelling, and her feathers turned to red. Is that what you guessed? The flock became silent, hoping things would get better. But Fiona got madder, and her feathers grew redder. Her friends looked at the red feathers, not knowing what to think. Don't you think you should calm down now? Flamingos are supposed to be pink. They all rushed to hug her, and now Fiona felt bad. Her anger was fading, but now she felt sad. Do you think she's going to change colors again? What color would go with sad? She whimpered and cried, I'm all mixed up in hue. Hue, that's another word for color. She's all mixed up in color. That's when Fiona started sobbing. She's crying really hard. She's sobbing. And her feathers turned to blue. The flock watched from afar, and their concerns grew truer. But Fiona just got sadder, and her feathers grew bluer. So the flock, the group of birds, flamingos, they're worried about her. Because it says they're concerned. Her friends looked at the blue feathers, not knowing what to think. Just what kind of bird are you? Flamingos are supposed to be pink. No one could cheer her up, so instead they stayed away. That's when Fiona got lonely, and her feathers turned to gray. A young chick floated up with a gaze so pure and true. I hope my feathers change colors when I'm as big as you. So this little chick right here, the little baby flamingo, is saying, I want to be like you when I grow up. That's pretty cool. Fiona flashed a happy smile, and her feathers erupted in color. It was a surprise to everyone. No feather was like any other. So now she's like a rainbow flamingo. She's all different colors. Pink, white, and green, red, blue, and gray. She was every single color now, and that's the way she'd stay. So was it a bad thing that Fiona was different from the other birds? I don't think so. The entire flock gathered around, and Fiona gave a big wink. I guess we've all learned a lesson here. Flamingos don't have to be pink. So if there's a lesson in this story, I think it's that it's okay to be different. The end. All right, see you next time.